welcome to our ridiculous game show called Nerdcular Warfare, where the only important part is your ability to debate or argue your position when given two completely ridiculous items that don't match from the world of nerddom. And if you can convince me and convince the audience and convince the other competitors who are going to be giving you the points for said event, you too can emerge victorious from Nerdcular Warfare. We've got 4 amazing contestants this week. Let me introduce everybody. We're going to bring them all on. First up is Chuck. Chuck, introduce yourself and tell everybody a little bit about yourself, including you can pick any work that you're doing right now.
Oh, cool. Yeah, what's up, everybody? I'm Chuck Pineau. I'm a writer and editor for comics and novels. And if you check out my YouTube channel, Chuck's Raw Reviews, you can go and check out my different interview shows every Tuesday at 9 Central.
Awesome sauce. Adam, introduce yourself and tell everybody where they can find you.
Well, hey, I'm Adam Ball. I'm the drawer, owner, operator of Oxy Zero Design. You can find me on the Instagrams and on the Facebooks and all that good stuff. I am what I like to call myself a professional nerd whose best friend is a cat. So
that's perfect. Todd, introduce yourself.
My name's Todd Matthy, and I wrote Robots vs. Princesses for Dynamite. You can sign up for my newsletter at toddmathy.com, where I am currently serializing a couple of comics, and along with a preview for my Kickstarter. Those comics are Barbarian Fairy Tale Theater and Thomas the Homicidal Toad.
Oh, signing up now. JD, introduce yourself.
I am JD McIntyre. I am an actor, voice actor, and writer, and you can see my work right here on The Experience, because I write and produce most of the commercials that you see in between the shows.
Mm-hmm. Which we named something today, and I can't remember what it is.
It was the flame, the girl with the fire look bumper. Oh no, the blurps. That's what they called them, I think.
Blurp, because at the end of everyone it goes ba-doop. So we call them the Badoops. All right. So the way this game is going to get played is I'm going to pair you guys up. You're going to get to battle against each other. So don't worry if your first pairing finds you being like, oh, no, this guy is killing me. You're going to get paired with each of your opponents at least once. And maybe twice if you get to the finals. So there's going to be 3 rounds. The way I've designed this show, they all have different themes. The way I've designed this show is we're going to have 3 different complete scenarios for you guys. So each round I'm going to tell you what your theme is, so pay attention to that as well. Make sure you use your scenario to your advantage. It should be part of your argument. Feel free, there are really no rules in the game. You can argue for your position or against your opponents, and you can bring in other crazy things. So let's say you have a character like Batman, you can bring in the fact that you believe that your Batman is the Keaton Batman, and Keaton was a Mr. Mom and he knows how to vacuum, so that's an advantage some way. Just, you can go on any giant rabbit trail that you want for your character and how they relate to anybody else in the 6 degrees way. Totally fine. Enjoy that. So we're going to get everybody separated out here. Our first matchup is going to be Todd and Chuck. Okay, so the overall title of this episode of Nercular Warfare is called Chief Chef Chomp. Okay? And it all makes sense when we get to the end, just like all good titles of any show. Okay, so the first round here that we're in, that you guys are in, you're competing in a galactic cook-off. Okay, so that's your scenario. We're a intergalactic cook-off will be more accurate. Turn that off. That'll be loud. Okay. So, in this cook-off, you're going to get a chef, but in this case, it's going to be a chief because it doesn't make any sense. Chiefs don't cook. And a food from sci-fi or movies or something, okay? So here's the ridiculous matchups for you guys. Todd, your chief, not chef, is Master Chief from Halo. Okay? Chuck, your chief is Chief Turtle from Battlestar Galactica. Usually found fixing ships. Here's your food stuff, Todd.
All right.
You have the spice melange from Dune. So sorry, Chuck. Your food is an alien egg from Aliens.
Okay.
Like I said, there's no rules to this. Only that you are in an intergalactic cook-off, and those are your ingredients. Todd, I'm going to put you up first for your minute. Let me know when you are ready.
All right, so I basically am explaining how I'm cooking.
Yep. You can do anything you want with this, just as long as it's better than the other guy and you're cooking off. You ready? Go.
All right, so let's think about this. So, I'm Master Chief. Don't really play Halo, so I'm going to say I hook up the power source of my laser and whatever. I'm going to cook a very nice steak, and I'm going to douse it in this spice melange. All right? And so what it's going to and then cook it with whatever the fuel source is. Plasma and everything. So it's going to be a nice succulent plasma steak that will not only taste good, but it will also expand your mind, man. You might want to eat it you might need to eat it in a separate room alone so you can really have the experience. All right? So that's what I'm going to do. All right? So, and we'll probably sell it at the cantina in Star Wars, and whatever wherever the Avengers go to have dinner. Give the recipe to Jarvis.
I love it. Time up.
That's really good.
Rebuttal.
Okay, rebuttal. All right, so Chief Tyrrell, he is the most amazing engineer in all of BSG. So what he ends up doing is taking apart some Raptors and different ships, and he makes his own kitchen right there. He's literally cooking alien eggs right off of like burners and all that kind of stuff. He's using fuel to get that as hot as possible, and he's going to make those eggs the most perfect scramble he can possibly do. He's then going to make a sauce. He absolutely hates, I'm like researching as I'm doing this, he absolutely hates the toasters, the Cylons, so he ends up using parts of them in order to scramble it up, make a sauce, and he makes a really, really nice omelet out of Cylons and alien eggs that will burst out of your chest. I have no idea.
I love it. Todd. Rebuttal.
Well, I guess the big problem is that you did not address the health hazard, which is the acid. There's acid and blood in these aliens. Whoever's eating this thing is going to have their innards fried by the time they before it even hits their stomach. I don't even think that it will even chest burst. It's just going to burn. I mean, dude. I mean, I don't know what to do about that. Plus, also, it's a hazard to you. You got to chop up and scramble that thing. It's going to have acid flying all over the place. You need an acid suit. What's going to happen to the other line chefs? This is a safety hazard, and you know it.
You gonna use it or leave it? Leave it.
I guess I'm just going to leave it. Yeah. Safety hazard.
A truly good chef can work with absolutely anything. So Tyrell is going to, of course, he has the proper equipment. He's an engineer. He has all the proper PPE. So he will definitely have the acid suits and all that kind of stuff. He'll be set up good to go. But also, the people of Battlestar Galactica are the toughest around. And just like you can cook off alcohol and all that kind of stuff, he's also going to cook away the acid and use it properly in his sauces. So, I mean, yes, it starts as a safety hazard, but it becomes something absolutely amazing to eat. Much like, you know, the blowfish, how most of it is poisonous, but there's just that one little part that's good for you. He probably wouldn't use the embryos. He'd just use the egg whites. But still, egg white omelet, people, that's the healthiest omelet you can have. So he can definitely do it. He can absolutely do it. And of course, melange, come on, man. Everyone's going to be too high. They're not even going to taste their food. What are you talking about?
That's a good fight drop moment. All right, let's bring everybody else in, and they're going to score this round. Woo! All right, JD, what is your? You can make responses saying what you would have argued instead if you wanted to bring up stuff that they didn't mention. But then also you need to award a point, and it should be based on who argued the best, not who you think actually would have won with the pairing that they got.
I gotta say that when Todd got to the safety aspect of cooking with alien eggs who have acid for blood, I was right there with him, and that's very dangerous. To you got so many OSHA violations in there. You got danger to the workers, danger to the consumers. I don't know how you're going to get past that. So I gotta give my point to Todd.
Todd gets the point from JD. Adam, what is your feedback?
Now, before I get to who I'm going to give my point to, as he was talking about the safety hazards about a xenomorph, I was thinking, well, couldn't you just neutralize that acid with a base, so milk? So like some sort of, I don't know. I don't know my foods it's tasty, so maybe some gravy or something, around that, neutralize that, poach that son of a whatever. And, but you know what? I think Todd did do the better job, so I'm going to give him my point.
Okay. All right. Todd gets a point. Okay, so Todd did bring up a very good point, but I did like very much Chuck's decision to bring in the situation around the chief and have him totally take apart toasters and the ships and everything else to help him make things. But spoiler alert, there's a little bit of flaw in your argument, Chuck, since didn't he end up being a toaster? I'm pretty sure he was a toaster. Yeah.
He was one of the special ones, yeah, later on.
Cannibalism. So I'm going to give you a point for cannibalism.
All right.
All right, so up next, Adam and JD are going to argue. Okay, so your scenario is the same, okay, but you're going to get totally different things. So you still are in an intergalactic cook-off with chiefs instead of chefs, which is dumb. Okay, Adam, your chief is Chief Inspector Clouseau from Pink Panther. JD, your chief is Chief Wiggum from The Simpsons. It's a reaction I like. Adam, your food is lambus bread from Lord of the Rings and Lord of the Rings and probably The Hobbit. And JD, your food is million-year-old Twinkies from Die Hard.
Gotcha.
All right. This round has Atom going first. Ready? Go.
Okay, so let me go ahead and imagine a scenario for you where you have Inspector Clouseau, I can't say his name, Clouseau is around, and of course he's kind of a bumbling person, so he's trying to make some decent food for somebody. Let's say he's got a bunch of the hobbits coming over for dinner, so he decides that he wants to make some lambus bread. So he's trying to get everything together, but he's kind of a bumbling buffoon. He catches his coat on fire, but he's trying to get the whole thing together, and he got to get it in the oven, and sometimes somehow got his coat caught in the oven, and he rips it out, and it leaves that little extra part of flavor into it, and he takes it out, and for some reason it's not Lombar's blood, it's rack of lamb, but that's still okay. He's still got some more time, and he's bumbling around and he's trying to put it together, and somehow, some way, and I'm not sure how, he opens up that oven and it's there. It's done.
JD?
Well, it certainly doesn't fill me with confidence watching a chef bumble around the kitchen and just somehow it works out. That's no. What you need is someone who knows food. Now, what do we know about Chief Wiggum? He's a police officer. Came up through the ranks. He's the chief now. This man knows pastries, donuts, muffins, everything. Is he going to give you, a top of the line, right out of the oven Twinkie? No, because he's an idiot. He's going to give you the oldest one he can find, a 1,000,000-year-old Twinkie, and you're going to like it because he has a gun and he has handcuffs and he can put you in jail. He's obviously a corrupt official, and if you don't eat it, then there's no end to the number of fines he could give you. You could find yourself being chewed to death by Mr. Burns' dogs. Maybe they'll make you into a vest for him, like they did with the gorilla. This is you have to enjoy it and smile as you swallow it.
My honest apologies to anyone walking the thin blue line right now for how funny that part was. All right, Adam.
Now, let's be honest here. Chief Wiggum ain't going to be able to make any kind of pastry thing. He's going to go in there and he's going to make, and what's going to happen is he found that Twinkie. He didn't even make it. So right there, he found that 1,000,000-year-old Twinkie. It's behind the oven where Inspector Clouseau, he put his, he could be bumbling. Doesn't matter. Half these chefs make delicious stuff just screwing around in the kitchen. And that's exactly where Clouseau's strengths are. He's probably bringing in somebody who's smarter than him, which if I watched the Pink Panther, I'd tell you who it was. So we're just going to go Penny from Inspector Gadget. So Penny from Inspector Gadget's going to walk in, not Inspector Gadget, because that's crossing the line, and she's going to make the bread for him while he's just setting himself on fire. But in the end, Clouseau is the captain of the ship, this sheaf, if you will, and it gets done, making sure that the bread is there for all of these wonderful, wonderful hobbits. What say you?
See, the problem I have is this just yet another example of the unappreciated work women do in our economy, with Penny just slaving away at that oven, Inspector Clouseau getting all the credit. I'm sure, Penny's getting 70 cents on the dollar for every dollar he gets. This is just wrong. You don't want to support something like that. You want to come to, if you're a good fan of The Simpsons, Chief Wiggum, he is a bumbling police officer, but he's a dedicated father. He loves his son so much. And he's not going to just serve anything to his son for a late afternoon snack after school. He's going to find only a Twinkie that has passed the test of time. You don't want that. You don't want to, write off a rookie Twinkie. You want something that's been around, seen a few things. It's going to give the real, not just nutrients, but street knowledge.
Awesome. That was a valiant effort by both parties. Awesome. We bring on our other contestants to score this round.
Oh my gosh.
All right, Todd, what's your feedback on this argument?
I gotta go with Adam, because I just for some reason don't trust Wiggum, because I think he'd probably eat it before. Be like, Twinkie. So I'm going with Adam, because even if Clouseau is on fire, if he has Penny beside him, it'll actually get baked. Plus, she has the computer book for the recipe.
There you go. All right, Chuck, what do you think?
I gotta say, both of you guys were so entertaining, and you guys made your cases so well. I'm honestly, I'm worried about my round against you guys. You guys did really, really good. However, I will say I felt like JD's defense was better. I feel like he was able to come back on the attack and do all that kind of stuff. And also, I've done enough. I can't afford to get in any trouble with the law. So, JD, you've got my vote, man.
Oh, this is gonna be tough. You guys were both so good this round. Dadgummit. I'm actually gonna give it to JD for being more convincing in his knowledge of his two things. That's what it came down to. It's not about knowing the things, it's about convincing someone else you do. All right, we got second round. This one is crazy. We got Todd and Adam up against each other. Okay, we got a whole new scenario, so throw away your whole idea of cooking. It's gone. Okay. Your next round has, this is the chef part of the name of the book, of the show. You're at a murder mystery dinner and have to solve a mystery.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Okay, and you have a chef, which doesn't seem very helpful. So Todd, your chef is Chef Boyardee.
Oh.
Okay, Adam, chef from South Park. Oh, by the way, there are extra points for making voices like your characters. Just saying. Don't feel like you need to. Okay, Todd, your murder mystery dinner that you're solving is Knives Out.
Knives Out. Okay.
Awesome movie. Adam, you're trying to solve the murder on the Orient Express. Okay.
All right.
There you go. Todd is up first. Todd, go.
All right. Well, if I'm gonna get something out of Mr. Boyardee, I gotta realize something what he is. I gotta say to him, you know what? Why don't you eat your food? Because I don't think you actually believe it's good. All right? Here, come on. Or make him eat it raw. I'll just be like, yeah, come on. You know, you're gonna better enjoy this. You know. Remember, I remember his origin commercial where he got thrown out of the orphanage, you know. So he's a stubborn man, but I'll be like, listen, you're gonna eat this, or I'm gonna make you eat a I lost my train of thought. All right, but so I'll basically make him eat his food because I don't think he actually knows good food, you know. So, and I'll make him eat it raw, and I'll just be like, hey, you do this, you know. It's either that or this, all right. And yeah, that's what I do. All right.
Not even like. All right, so we'll run out here at the clock, and then I'll get you started.
Yeah,
There you go. There you got him.
Okay, so here we are in the tiny mountain town of South Park on a train going through the hills, through the snowy hills, and we have the scene of a cart, and there is a murder there. Only one person can solve this, and that is the trained chef, and that is Chef. Hey, children. Chef! Somebody killed Kenny! Oh my God! Oh, children! Watch the same shot. Fuck. Oh, goddamn. So, Chef gets to it. He asks around, Mrs. Cartman, Mrs. Bobrisky, can't find out anything. So he turns to the one thing, the one strategy Chef has. Sings a song about it. Ooh, what is up with this dead body? What the hell's going on, children? More to be decided.
Oh, the sandwich?
Yeah.
All
right, Todd.
The internet. I haven't.
I gotta say, I think the only thing I would say is that I think Chef would probably be making some loving to all the women in there, you know. Yeah, and one of them will sing during maybe literally during the session. But
I'm not gonna be able to.
I mean, the main thing we have to watch out for is in South Park. You never know; there could be somebody in the background lurking, and that's Cartman. So we know Cartman most likely most likely did it. Probably is covering his tracks, or has laid some swerves down.
Weeks of people who
Don't forget. Now, have we determined if Kenny's been turned into the chili or not? That could be a clue.
I know. I'm great. The bar is very low.
All right. Here goes the time. Oh,
Like,
there you go, Adam.
So instantly, Chef thinks that it's going to be Cartman. Hey, I didn't hear you tell me to dance. Obviously, he didn't do it. Okay, that's fine. So we need to go to the next one. Let's check up the... Who else is on this train? Oh, the chicken fucker from the first season. It's got to be him, right? That's the only person who could have killed Getty. Wait, that doesn't make sense. He's not a chicken. He's a child. So it's got to be... I can't remember who the child monster of the show is. It's not him. Who possibly could it be? Chef's doing some research. He plows 1 lady, 2 lady, 3 lady, 4. Ooh, fuck on them chocolate salted balls.
how this franchise.
Who is it finally?
I honestly, when Bungie
Guys,
finished,
it is no other. The Barbara Streisand herself. She has come back, and Chef has found it. Chef has figured this out on his own. Streisandzilla, no more. Chef's on the case. All right,
Oh my gosh. Okay, let's bring on the other contestants to score this crazy round. Chuck, what do you have to say?
Oh my gosh, that was freaking hilarious. Sorry, Todd, you were a great dude, but Adam really brought it there. I gotta give him my point.
I tap out.
He did. It was really well done. But you certainly fought well. But yeah, Adam's my dude in this one.
See, the thing is, Todd had a good point there. It's like once you get into bed with the suspects, you know, your objective, objective view of the situation just goes away. You got to be recused. I think Todd had a good point there. I'm gonna have to give my point to him.
Split decision. I'm actually really surprised Todd never went any farther into the Chef Boyardee and said, of course, Chef Boyardee is responsible for awesome things like, I don't know, SpaghettiOs and
That wasn't him.
cans of raviolis. I don't know. I feel like there was something there, but it was hard to get to, right? I did give you the harder one. I apologize, Todd. But it was the funniest name, so. So, let's see. I think I'm going to give it to Adam. Because also, Todd did not use Knives Out at all.
I haven't seen the movie, so
Use all your environment if you can. If you can. All right, it's Chuck and JD. You're still solving a murder mystery at a murder mystery dinner. Okay? You have no cooking. Just solving mysteries.
But that being said,
Okay.
I can still
Chuck, you have Chef Louis from Little Mermaid. He likes to chop les poissons. Okay? JD, you have Chef Casper as played by Jon Favreau in the movie Chef.
Oh my gosh,
Okay.
Okay?
such a good movie.
This is amazing. The best. Chuck, your mystery is The Hound of the Baskervilles. And JD, your mystery is Clue. Your choice, game or movie, doesn't matter. Okay, it looks like this round Chuck is first.
I don't know, like, I was looking at it.
Ready? Go.
All right, so Chef Louis from The Little Mermaid, and he is taking care of the Hound of the Baskervilles. Chef Louis loves seafood, and he's also French. And you know what else the French don't like? the English. So he gladly goes over to Britain to take care of the Hound of the Baskervilles. But he's not trying to solve this like Sherlock Holmes in order to help people or show how smart he is. No. Chef Louis just really wants the Hound because no one else has ever eaten Hound of the Baskerville, and no one's gonna want to try to stop him from doing that. So he goes out there. He uses everything that he possibly can, his big knife and all that kind of stuff. He tracks down the Hound and he destroys it gladly and serves it to his people.
JD.
Well, far be it from me to besmirch my compatriot here for suggesting we eat dog, but I feel like Jon Favreau would not settle for that kind of. He would want the best meat out there to serve in whatever mystery that I had. I was
I'll
assigned.
give you a clue.
I just feel like John, he knows what he's doing because he's, and he get jobs. He could just hop right into his car with Vince Vaughn and head to Vegas, and then that's where all the crime happens. We know that, and once they find the body, they'll just be like, oh, that guy, he smells like death. I bet he did it.
I guess for me, it's like,
There you go. I need to throw.
The problem with Jon Favreau and Chef is that he has a temper. Yes, eventually things go well with his son, but he does not handle complaints well. And so I think that while he's roaming around the mansion, talking to Colonel Mustard and Miss Scarlet and all this kind of stuff, he's going to get so lost in everything that's going on, he's going to forget that there's a mystery. He's going to forget that it was somebody in the laboratory with a candlestick, and he's just going to completely get lost. Whereas my boy Chef Louis, he's single-minded. He wants something, he's going to make it happen. He wants that dog meat, he's going to go get that dog meat because no one else has ever been able to serve anything like this. This is the ultimate in exotic meat, and he is going to turn it into something so amazing that people go, wait, what? Dog? Oh my gosh. And they love it. They absolutely love it.
See, this it's not going to work. I don't care how good Chef Louis is. He can't serve up dog that's just painted in glowing paint. It's probably toxic paint. It's probably going to poison you when you eat it anyway. So that would be another mystery. Find out who poisoned everybody with toxic dog meat. Obviously, Jon Favreau, he's going to get into the kitchen there at the big manor house, gather everybody all together, and he's just going to start, chopping up the details like a good chef does. He's going to piece it out, make sure that everybody gets their morsel and blame, because it was everybody killed somebody in that house. It's like you don't really have to work too hard to solve it. You just point at somebody. Oh, they killed someone. Just got to figure out what body goes to what murderer. So I feel like he's a shoo-in. He can handle it. He can handle anything except for writing a good season of the Book of Boba Fett.
You were on fire. That was a really good end. That was a solid end.
Does that make up for the fact that I forgot what I was supposed to do in the first one?
I tried to give it to you.
I know. I got you. I got you.
I'm just going to say, I love this round so much because Chuck is a very giving person, and actually clued JD in the one who was forgetting. Classic blunder, right? If you know your opponent's forgotten their stuff and you point it out in your argument, you could fight you. Let's see if that happens. Todd, how do you score this round?
Well, I gotta go with JD because I'm sorry, I got a problem with eating dog. I mean, that's that's the hard pass, unfortunately.
Even ghost dogs.
Even ghost bugs. Yeah, because you mean, like, you might get the ectoplasm in your esophagus, And I don't think that comes out very easily.
Oh my gosh, Adam became a rabbit. When did this happen?
I'm a very distinguished gentleman. I only wear the best. I would have to say that I'm going to go with Chuck, even though JD does bring up a very good point of eating dog. I really enjoyed the detail that Chuck had into all of it.
You guys are like tying this up all the time. Let's see. Even though JD had the mic drop moment at the end, I am going to give it to Chuck because he wouldn't have had it without it. So.
Fair.
P.S. Adam, ladder match.
On it. Is he signed by the greatest champion ever, David Arquette?
Hey.
We're going to go get the championship.
Mine's from Target.
Ric Flair.
All right, it's time for our next round, which pairs Todd with JD. Scenario. You have to put your old scenarios out of your brain. Throw them away. Okay? Now you're in an eating contest. Like, if you were in a pie eating contest or a hot dog eating contest, but this is going to be like no other contest that was an eating contest ever created. Okay? All right, here we go. Todd, your competitor is Audrey 2 from Little Shop of Horrors. Okay?
Okay.
You're Audrey 2. JD, you have the Indominus Rex from Jurassic World. These are the things you're trying to eat the most of. You ready? Todd, Tribbles.
Okay.
JD, Gremlins. Okay, it looks like Todd's first argument here. Go.
All right, first thing, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to eliminate the competition. That Audrey 2 looks like it can eat a lot more and swallow a lot more than I can with its big giant jaws. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go in sneakily and pour pesticide on there. Once that happens, I should be good to go, and I will get those tribbles down. Now, I don't care if they're hairy or not, But, yes, he can eat it raw, so I got to eliminate the competition, all right? Level the playing field. Then I'll cook me some tribble, and I'll have juice dribble. I tried to cover that on that. But eliminate the competition. Pesticide or maybe do a little edge clip, Right at the stem. I yield my time.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
So, hold on. I'm arguing that I would beat the Tyrannosaurus.
To be clear, you are the Indominus Rex.
I am the Indominus. Well, I can't. I don't. How is this like space plant going to compare to the perfect genetic hunter created by the top scientists in the world? He's like, I don't care how sneaky your gremlins are, even if they're too small, like hiding in the bushes or trees or whatever. I'll just send my pack of raptors out, flush them out, and then boom, 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 boom. It's like eating them up like power pellets in Pac-Man. They can't even see me. How are they going to know that I'm there? It's like hiding my stealth mode. And then boom, got it. As soon as they come close, it doesn't matter what kind of tricks they do. I know they can mangle machinery. They probably just cut his sun lamp over there, and suddenly he doesn't. That's what he gets his power.
All right, here you go, Todd. Remember, you are Audrey 2.
Oh, I am Audrey 2. Okay, I thought I was competing against Audrey 2. So, you know what I would just do? I'd ask my whoever is serving them to just put them in a slingshot them in, and I'll be like, and just keep going because whatever is in the inside, whatever chlorophyll or whatever is inside me will dissolve it quickly, and I'll just be like, oh, no. I won't even know. Just keep firing them in, okay? Just fire them in, or if they're around, just have them running around, and I'll just go, just having a fun time. It'd be like a bird going, All right. There you go. Give me some tribbles. Just put them around, and I'll eat them.
Awesome. Go.
This is not an apples to apples situation. Like tribbles don't move. You don't even have to hunt them. You have to, and Audrey can't move. Someone has to feed Audrey the tribbles in order for that. Like I'm out there, stealthing away with my hyper dinosaur frog, tree frog, lizard senses that have been bred into me by the top scientists, as I said, and I'm hunting down these gremlins who are trying to, avoid sunlight, and it's just not a fair fight. I don't think. Obviously, I'm going to win. Just even if I didn't eat a whole lot of gremlins, just by the difficulty factor. But of course, I'm going to eat lots of gremlins because I'm a born hunter, genetically designed to hunt down things, and that's what I'm going to do. Eat it all.
Great job, y'all. All right, let's bring him in. Let's go around. What do you think, Adam?
I was a big fan of Audrey 2. Usually that's where I land and whatnot, because the idea of Audrey 2 eating a bunch of tribbles is humorous. But I've got to go with JD. The Adominus Rex is a superior form, and I believe it's a much likely scenario. Story.
I love how Adam has a new prop every round. It makes me so happy.
You know what? I think I have to go with JD too. He argued really well, and he knew who his character was the whole time. So I gotta give him that one.
It's been a while.
It's been a while. And I'm going to give Todd a point for his willing to act out the eating of tribbles with vigor. He's willing to commit to that. All right, Chuck and Adam, you're both. All right, we're still in the eating contest. Remember, the thing I give you, that is what you are. Okay? Chuck, you're the Sarlacc from Return of the Jedi.
I'm the Sarlacc?
The Sarlacc. Adam, you're the Flurkin named Goose from Captain Marvel. Okay. Chuck, you're trying to eat a mess of Pokemon.
Oh, Pokemon eggs?
Just Pokemon.
Okay.
Just Pokemon. Adam, you're trying to eat a bunch of Muppets. All right, let's get this started. It looks like Chuck's first up. Go!
The Sarlacc pit is the greatest eater in any galaxy, bar none. And Pokemon, there are so many of them that it's almost too easy to eat them all. They're going to show up, and of course, you know what? Yeah, I know what you're going to say ahead of time. He can't move. But you know what? There's always people trying to feed this bad boy, and he's eaten everything. I mean, he took down Boba Fett. Okay, temporarily, fine, the guy got out. But, still, he can eat and store anything. So as they're chucking in, he's just swallowing, and slowly digesting them over 1,000 years. Those little guys don't stand a chance. And even the big ones, he's got tons of room. He'll just squish them in his stomach, and they're as good as done. That bad boy is winning this eating contest every single time.
Use it all the time. Exactly right. I love it. Adam.
Now, chap, I'll give you that, but I want to say, now, let's get down to, let's light the light. Let's show the show, because the Muppet Show's tonight. They're running back and forth. Yeah! You know what can catch Muppets real easy? That's right, the nice friendly cat, also known as the Flurkin, or Goose, if you're goosed enough. Now, he'll just go up, and Fuzzy like, yomp! Gonna go up, hey, there's Ralph, he's playing, gonna rush her, yomp! Left and right, yomp! You got a Miss Piggy, yomper. I mean, think about it, it's the Flurkin. It's a nice kitty cat. I got a cat downstairs. She's all nice. She comes up. She's all like up on you. And then when you think you're safe, yomp! That's the key word here. I want you to remember that in your next time in here, buddy. Yomp.
Hashtag yomp. Go.
There's a bunch of Muppets. You mentioned a bunch of them, but there are literally millions and millions of Pokemon out there, and this guy can just eat and eat and eat. Not yomp, but slurp, and he's just gonna suck them down like it was nothing. He's going to just keep eating and eating and eating, and meanwhile, you're eventually gonna run out of Muppets, but you will almost never run out of Pokemon. That means that my bad boy is gonna feast and feast and feast for eternity until eventually they just have to stop the fight because they're tired of watching him win, destroy, and chump. No matter what, anytime my money is always going to be on Mr. Mr. Pitts. I want to be on his good side. He's going to win surely out of the sheer number of little guys he can feast upon. Boom.
All right. Robot.
Now, let's not talk about how much you can eat. Let's talk about the likelihood of people throwing Pokemon into the Sarlacc pit. Now, we all know nobody's going to throw their freshly caught Pokemon into the Sarlacc pit unless it's the Sky Trash and the Rattatatouilles, or what the hell they're called. Yeah, I played Pokemon Go for a summer. I know half of it. There's shiny. Yeah, that's the only thing you're going to be dunking. Let's talk about the Flurkin. The Flurkin's going to go in. He's going to eat all up of Jim Henson's studio. He's going to make more, whatever. And then he's going to come over to Pallet Town or whatever it's called, and he's going to eat all 152 of those Pokemon original or whatever they're up to now. I'm not 100% sure. Like I said, I stopped playing a long time ago. Now, Flurkin, yomp! Yomp! Yeah. Remember, when you go to sleep tonight, when you're all safe in your bed,
My stomach hurts so bad right now.
Yomp is really good.
And I'm actually crying. It's so good. All right. Let's bring everybody else on and they can recover. My mind is blown. What do you think, Todd?
I go first?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought I feedback. I gotta say, I gotta go with Adam, not only for Europe, but also, I don't know actually how the Sarlacc will actually react to Pokemon, because here's the thing. In Queen of the Empire, I don't know if you read those books, those Star Wars young kids books, the Sarlacc threw up Jabba the Hutt's father. It says a lot about how tasty Hutt is. But we don't know if those might be stomach. Might not be able to handle them. So
Good point.
I gotta go with that. Plus, also, Sarlacc can't move. It's gotta be fed.
Neither could Audrey too.
Yeah.
true.
I forgot. Wait. No, Audrey 2 danced. I remember.
I'm kind of torn because, well, if you look at it, two different scenarios, in a world where there is infinite Muppets, I would say that the Flurkin would eat more Muppets, but there are only like 100 total Muppets whoever created in the world where there's Pokemon. Like you walk around the world, you just get attacked by Pokemon. They're everywhere. like, you know, they wouldn't even have to feed Pokemon to the Sarlacc. They'd just be Pokemon falling into the Sarlacc, you know, no matter what. I'm gonna have to go with Chuck on that one.
Jen, can I ask a question before you make your ruling?
Yes.
Now, does the Sesame Street characters count? I mean, they're Muppets. They came from the same shop. I mean, we can even go with Ewoks.
Dark Crystal.
A lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, there's more Muppets to be found.
I do love your. I did want to say I do love your metrosexual Reed Richards cosplay.
Gotta eat them all. That's all I have to say. Gotta eat them all.
You know, that was the one that I wanted you to say this entire time.
Oh my goodness. This is quite literally, my point is quite literally going to determine who goes to the final. This is nuts. I'm gonna have to say this is no bad thing to check because he's amazing and I would really actually like to bring them both in, but I gotta choose one. And I just want to see what Adam's gonna do. So I'm taking him into the finals because he's willing to do the crazy things. And I want to see what the prop is for final round. All right, so final round is gonna be JD and Adam Ball. All right, so in this final round, there are actual chefs that exist in the real world. Okay, so you know that there's a theme of food to this game. Okay, so Adam, you have Gordon Ramsay.
Good.
He'll fix your kitchen and yell at you, I guess. JD, your chef is Julia Childs. Adam, what you're trying to spin and make you happy, specifically at the cantina, is the music from The Wedding Singer. Okay. JD, your music is specifically from Metalopolis.
I'm being sandbagged here. I feel like I'm being sandbagged.
Come on, man. What Julie would say that? I don't give pairings unless I believe people are equal to the task. Looks like Adam gets to go first. Ready? Go!
Saturday. Come on down to the cantina down here in Tatooine. We've got amazing DJ Gordon Ramsay playing the songs of The Wedding Singer. So forget about all that jizz. You know what I'm talking about. And come listen to such songs as I Have a Mic and You Will Listen to Me and things of that nature. If you don't like that, Gordon will go ahead and scream in your face repeatedly until you go home. Because you are a pansy who doesn't know how to party! Is that too loud? Isn't it? It's too loud. Anyways, so come on down this Saturday to the cantina and bring all your Jawa friends with you.
JD!
I feel like my brain was just run through a ringer by a terrible Saturday afternoon cartoon, and this is Saturday afternoon advertisement, and this is not the crowd. This is not what you want to provide for the cantina. The cantina is a more, these are thugs, but this is the high society of thugs. This is the cream of the criminal crop, the Mas Espa Cantina, and they want something they can really get down to. They can listen to. They're like, yeah, this is dark. This is like my life. But they need it presented by someone with some class. So it's Julia Child coming in. Oh yes, I'm going to chop and screw a little bit of Metalopolis for you right now. We're going to talk about Murderface. Right here, it's delicious. You're going to love it. Oh, I can't wait for you to hear this remix. It is just delicious. Yummy.
If you're sick of all kinds of death metal and high-pitched ladies, then come on down to the Cantina this Saturday. We still have Gordon Ramsay playing the greatest plates of them all, and of course, more wedding singers, because there's been what? 3 editions of that soundtrack? I mean, come on! Listen to such songs if you like the doom and gloom as Do You Really Want to Hurt Me? Do you really want to hurt me? As sung by Gordon Ramsay. Yes, he sings too. Not only is he an amazing DJ, he's an amazing singer as well. Listen to him sing such 80s hits as Shout! 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 Let it out! So come on down to the Cantina this Saturday. Bring a friend. We have food.
If you go to a show like that, you know what? You put a bun on either side of your head because you're an idiot sandwich. That's because he's not going to stay at the DJ booth. He's going to be in the kitchen. He's going to be yelling at the waiters. He's going to piss off all the guests. This is a terrible act. Do not, when you can have someone who everybody loves. Julia Child, universally beloved in every universe, every dimension of the multiverse. She is a constant, like Scarlet Witch. She just is beloved, and she brings you this inner darkness that really speaks to our dark sides and lets us free ourselves of that. That, you know, the singing songs about trolls that destroy civilizations and metal, lots of metal, dark metal. This is the combinations like salt and sweet together.
Well argued, both. Let's bring in other contestants. This is going to be difficult. I don't know how you guys are going to do it. Chuck, do you have an input?
It's so difficult. These guys did really, really good. I mean, they played their roles, both of them. They did really well. You know, it's really difficult because both of them, like, JD didn't seem to know Metalocalypse as well, but Adam didn't seem to know Chef Ramsay quite as well. The idiot sandwich, by the way, was absolutely brilliant, JD. So, oh my gosh. It was really tough. I think I'm going to. Oh my Lord! You know what? I'm literally going back and forth right now. I'm gonna go with Adam. Adam just played it up so well. He did a really great job. I'm gonna go with Adam at the end.
Todd.
All right, I'm gonna go with JD simply because I've actually seen Death Clock. It's pretty cool. Also, I mean, just the idea of Julia Child singing "Mermaida, Mermaida, Mermaida" just sounds, it sounds fun. And you know what else Death Clock does? When they sing their blues song, it melts hippies. So, therefore, if we can get some cosmic hippies in there and Julia, melts them, starting with their hearts, it's all good. So, gotta go with Julia and Death Clock. They should make a movie about that.
They should.
There you go. Okay, so I'm going to do something I have never, ever done because I feel like this taping was a master class in how to play Nercular Warfare. So instead of doing what I normally do, which is have a first place and a second place, and then everyone else gets nothing, I'm awarding everyone. I'm giving full, it's not like I'm splitting anything. So both Adam and JD both get the full prize of $50 from Space Cadets each to spend as you will. There you go. This is a championship belt.
What belt is that?
And Chuck and Todd also get $25 a piece as if they both were champions as well. So I've never ever done it, but I could not in my heart not award such amazing gameplay. It's as if you have played this many times.
We all have in some form.
So congratulations to all in our co-championships, Adam and JD especially. Thank you so much, everyone. Wave. See you guys next time for Nercular Warfare. So if you watched this show and thought to yourself, I could argue better than any of those folks, I could take home the prize, or at least I want to try real hard, you should totally get in touch with us. There's information on the screen now to allow you to sign up to be part of this fun thing that we shoot every single week. So you can win prizes and or just go for glory of saying you know more than anybody else, or at least can argue your way out of anything. All right, everybody, thank you for joining us for this episode. We'll see you guys next time for another Nercular Warfare.